This is the first in a series of 4 videos that will demonstrate how to create an exhibition of digital images on Omeka. It was made specifically for Vanderbilt University's Mellon Partners project, which connects Vanderbilt with partners across the region, including Berea College, Fisk University, Tennessee State University, and Tougaloo College. If you're affiliated with Vanderbilt or one of these partner institutions, you'll need 3 things before starting this workflow in order to complete it in its entirety. First, an SD card containing your digital images. Second, a cPanel. And third, access to the Mellon Partners S3 storage hosted by Amazon Web Services. If you need a cPanel or S3 access, get in touch with the Vanderbilt Digital Humanities Center. Even if you're not a member of the Mellon Partners community, many parts of these videos, including image transformation and storage, metadata creation, and Omeka installation and configuration, may be useful to you. A full textual version of this guide, which includes links to the various tools discussed during the video, can be found in the comments section below, along with other related resources that will be mentioned at various points during the video. This first of 4 videos will work through transferring images from an SD card to a local hard drive, can be an internal or external hard drive, and also organizing and renaming those image files. So the first thing that you're going to do is remove your SD card from your camera and then insert the SD card into the appropriate slot on your computer. If you're using one of the Dell laptops that came as part of a Mellon Partners Digitization package, those will all have SD card slots. If you're using a different computer and it doesn't have an SD card slot, you can also get an external SD card reader that will allow you to insert SD cards into your computer. So once you've inserted the SD card into your computer, you should be able to open up File Explorer and you'll see it alongside your hard drive and the other data drives that are on your computer. I've already taken the digital images off of my SD card for the purpose of this exercise, so I don't have one plugged in currently. Once you do, however, plug in your SD card and open it up, you'll see a folder named DCIM or something similar to that, and just click through into that folder. You may see one other single folder, or you may see multiple folders. If you just see a single folder, click through again. If you see multiple folders, click into the one that has the date and time when you took the pictures that you're interested in putting into an Omeka exhibit. Once you've opened up the appropriate folder, you should see something that looks like what I have on my screen now. You should see a list of images. If you have taken those pictures according to the guide given to you as part of the Mellon Partners project, you should see 2 versions of each image. So you can see here I have a JPEG version of this image with the extension JPG, and I have an NEF version of this image. That's Nikon's proprietary format. The JPEG already has been scaled down a little bit, but that NEF file contains the most complete version of the image. So if you see 2 versions of those images, what we're going to do next is we're going to open up a second File Explorer window, and we're going to navigate to the hard drive where we want to store these images. This could either be the local hard drive on your computer, or if you have an external hard drive that you want to store things in, you can put them there as well. For the purpose of this exercise, however, I'm going to store them on my local hard drive. So we're just going to click into my user directory. We're going to make 2 new folders in this directory. The first we're just going to call JPG. That's where we're going to put JPEGs. And the second we're going to call TIFF. And we're calling that folder TIFF rather than NEF because we're actually going to turn the NEFs into TIFFs. TIFF is a non-proprietary image file format that retains all of the information that the NEF does,
And the reason we're doing that is because TIFF is an archival preservation standard, and also it can be opened by a lot more applications than the Nikon proprietary format. The reason why we're keeping two versions of the image is because we want to create the TIFFs, create the the best possible versions of the image for archival storage, so that you have that best possible copy to refer back to if you ever want or need it. And we're using JPEGs because they're smaller and they're easier to load on the internet. So that's what we're actually going to put into our Omeka site. So now that we made those two folders, what we're going to do is move the images over to the appropriate folder. One easy way to do this, if you've got the folder containing all your images in File Explorer, you can click Type here to sort by type, so that rather than having to go one by one individually, once they're sorted by type, we can just click on the top JPEG, hold down Shift, click on the bottom JPEG, and we've got them all selected. I am going to cut these, so I'm going to delete them from this file and paste them in the other. If you want to keep the originals as well for some reason, you can just copy. The Windows shortcut for copying is Control-C. Since I'm going to cut, I'm going to press the shortcut for that, which is Control-X. Then I'm going to click into my JPEG folder and Control-V to paste. So you can see all the JPEGs are there now, and they're all out of the folder they started in. So now we're going to grab all of our NEFs. Again, we're going to Control-X cut and Control-V to paste in the TIFF folder. Once you've done that, if you cut and pasted, your SD card will already be empty. If you copy paste and you want to empty it out, you can just delete the files off of the SD card this way. I do recommend deleting the files off of the SD card one way or the other. That way you can go ahead and reuse it. But you also can obviously keep a second copy of images and SD cards and just buy new SD cards, but that's not necessarily the most cost-effective way to do this. So once you're done, take the SD card out of your computer, and I would again recommend as a best practice just putting it right back in the camera, because SD cards are small and easy to lose. And that is it for this first video. The next video in the series will walk through how we turn these NEFs into TIFF files. So if you want to follow along, it'll be the next video on the playlist on YouTube, and we will talk through that process then. Thanks for watching.